structures, they have a Y earth architecture. Why should we use that? Any guesses? My teaching will be like that. First I'll ask you questions and then I'll give you answers. Any guesses? Why do we use matka in summers? It will retain the water cool from inside. Yes. So if we make a house out of earth, the house will be cooler from inside than the traditional conventional building. When I say cooler, this means in technical term, what do we use that term? Heat insulation.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So earth architecture houses, they do heat insulation. Okay. And these ants are the best air conditioners. Okay, their ant hills are naturally air conditioned from inside and soundproof, sound insulated as well. So that's what we are learning to do here in our side. Now, all these red regions, they are like the different parts of the world which uses earth houses. So if you see this particular example, almost 50% of the world population, they live in earth-made homes. Okay. As I told you, soil is the basic ingredient to be needed to construct earth homes, earth buildings. Now in soil, have you ever played with soil in your life? Have you ever made those sand houses near beaches? Yes, no, be loud, huh? Okay. You had your breakfast in the morning? Be loud, okay, answer it. Okay. Soil has 4 different parts: gravel, sand, silt and clay. In your schools you have done the modeling with mud. So now you can answer me, which amongst the 4 have you used for your modeling? Clay modeling you did. Okay. Sand, you have constructed your beach houses. What is gravel? Which is the largest amongst gravel, sand, silt and clay? Gravel. And which is the finest? Silt. Which is the lightest? Sand. Okay. Which is the smoothest? Clay. Okay, so you have idea. That's what we are going to use all these 4 now to construct different techniques. That's all is earth architecture. Now, this particular building is the oldest building in the whole world, still existing in Egypt. This is made up in 1300 BC. This means 3312 years old. Still existing finally in Egypt. You can go and visit it. So, if somebody will ask you whether earth architecture is durable, the answer is yes. You can give this particular example. Okay. This is the oldest building in India, Tabu Monastery in Himachal Pradesh from 996 AD. The shooting of that John Ibrahim movie, where you have that
Kabul Fizz.
Yeah, that is that has been shooted here. Okay, so it's still existing. Okay, now back from Bollywood. Now, see, as I told you, earth architecture is a very vast topic. Okay, generally people do select it in their PhD level and all. In our training programs also we teach one technique in 5 days. So now I was supposed to start at 11. We have started at 11:30. So I have to finish it in 1 hour. And there are 15 different techniques. So I will be giving the introduction and the basics about all the 15 techniques. If you want to learn in detail, you are most welcome to Mashra at Pune to attend the workshops. Okay. Now you have to be really attentive now to here. Now we will start from the chronological development till now. Right from the very basic techniques in olden times, and then we will proceed for the newer one. Okay, advanced one. Okay. Now hydrostates. What are 4 different hydrostates in nature? Hydrous. What does that mean? Hydrostate. water content in a particular product, in a particular matter. So there are 4 different hydrous states. What are they? This is first, second classes you have learned, okay?
Solid, liquid and gas.
Solid,
Liquid, gas.
gaseous. Okay, fine. Here, as we are going to construct a building, we will leave the gaseous part. We will consider these 4 hydrous states as solid, liquid, phase, and if you add little water, it will be humid. Okay? So these 4, as per the water content, we will recognize the different techniques, and different techniques can be formed as per the amount of water we add into it. Okay? So here there are some 14-15 techniques. Now I understand that this particular topic is quite new for you, and many students they ask me, ma'am, you will go after this, whatever you will teach, how will we remember? So I have 2 tricks to remember these. First is, anybody is having A4 size papers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plain A4 size papers. Please give. Plain or like this also, I don't mind. Can you give me 5 papers? Okay, circulate 1 to each bench. You can get it from your seat and circulate it.
एक रो पे एक मतलब चाहिए होगा.
Yeah. Now why I have given it to you? Listen to me please. You are going to write your name, your email ID and your phone number here, each and everybody, so that whatever I will be teaching that, I can send you a brief about this, so that this particular 1 hour will not be a wastage and it will remain with you. And then I will be having the details of all your email ID and phone numbers, so I can even invite you in our future events as well. Okay? So please write it, name, email address and phone number. Now the other trick to remember these techniques are, they are simple English names. Okay, all these techniques. So just remember the meaning of the simple English name. You will remember which kind of technology is that. Okay? Now dug out earth. This is the oldest technique available in the world for earth techniques. Dug out. What do you mean that in English? Dug out.
Understood. Excavate out, like
Excavating something. Yes. So in this technique, what we are digging it out? Dwelling directly out of a layer of earth's crust. Where you have the mountains in older periods where they have the Rajas, Maharajas, their forts and villas, they directly used to cut the mountain like this. And then this particular area, they used to use it for their dwellings. Okay? In India, Ajanta and Ellora caves are the best examples of this. This will come under rock architecture, come earth architecture as well, because after a certain period of time with the sedimentation process, soil becomes rock. Okay? So it comes under earth architecture. This is the horizontal dugout. You can note it down if you want. These are the previous examples. In China, people still use dugout housing. Okay? The advantage of this particular technique is you are not creating anything. You are just utilizing it by cutting something which is already available. Okay, so you are saving the cost. And the disadvantage is this, you will have only an opening from the front. Okay? So your design will be limited here. So these are some examples in Australia. That was horizontal dugout. Now where you have the valleys, they use it right from the top. It will be used as a courtyard. Okay? So when you have a courtyard in center, this is a better one, and then the side walls can be used for the dwelling. So here also the same, you have the openings from the front. Still in Punjab, people use such kind of houses, not in the valleys but on a plain level. Okay? This is a typical plan, courtyard and the circulating house. So this is the dug out dugout technique. Okay, this is the combination of horizontal dugout and the vertical valley cutout. So they are used it for staircase and then for the dwellings and forts. Okay, so this is our first technique, dugout. It was very simple. Now we will proceed for the second one. It's covered earth sheltered space. What can it be? Any guesses? Earth sheltered. So which portion of the building we are using earth here? Roof. On the superstructure we are using it and not on the substructure. Okay. If we use on the superstructure earth sheltered, what it can be? What we can call that? If I use earth on the top and put flowering plants on it, what will it become? Terrace garden, roof garden. Okay, if I put earth on the top of it, will my inside climate, like inside temperature, yeah, please come in, will be warmer or cooler? Cooler. Okay. So here we use again it for the thermal comfort level. Okay. This is the example. This is a very famous structure, earth song in Italy. They have used brass on the top of the roof, and the substructure is not of earth but with the concrete here and the glass this side. They have constructed a road here if you see. Okay. So here in this particular technique, only the roof is out of earth and the substructure can be out of any other material, any conventional or non-conventional as per the need. Concrete, glass, bricks, steel, anything can be done. Only the roof is out of earth. Advantage is for thermal comfort again. And then here in designing, we have to be very careful about the load calculation of the roof. Okay. Shall I proceed for the next one? Now there are many examples. In Australia again, they have used a very thicker roof with a column and beam frame, complete structure, and on the grass on the top of it. This is a normal garden roof. Here it's on a timber structure, they have planted grass on it. Okay. Here, like if we have a normal roof, there it's advisable to use the lighter plants like grass or the light flowering trees. You are not supposed to construct a peepal tree on top of it. Okay, so everything should have a purpose in design. In this particular project, they have combined the roof terrace along with the solar photovoltaics here. Okay. Now I have a question. I say earth architecture is sustainable. So what do you mean by sustainability? Heard this term before?
Yes, ma'am.
Sustainable architecture, eco-friendly architecture. What does that mean?
That is more energy efficient.
You say?
That is more energy efficient. You don't need any foreign material, and you can use soil in that.
Okay. Fine. He said it should be eco-friendly. It should not harm nature. Is it?
The material used is soil, so you just don't need any material which is imported.
Okay. Here you can have modifications. Any material can be sustainable if it is properly designed. Suppose you have a classroom here. It's a formal kind of a thing. Okay. When we enter from here, if here itself, if I put a garbage bin, okay, huge garbage open bin, will that be sustainable? Yes or no? No? Okay. You have whatever you have your campus. I haven't seen it fully, but whatever the garbage developed from this campus, all the plastics, everything, if you burn just in front of it, will it be sustainable? Yes, no? Okay. If you put a soap pit or something like to dump it under the soil, and if we segregate the plastic and the non-plastic, biodegradable and the non-biodegradable together, and then we opt for a solution to it, will it be sustainable?
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now this is a classroom. Okay. Now instead of these walls, this is outside. Suppose if this is southwest direction and you have your classes from let's say 2 to 5 p.m. That's your classroom time. And let's suppose this is a southwest wall. Instead of this particular concrete or brick wall, if I put a full glass, okay, full glass here, and then this will be PPT projector, and I don't put any curtains here, will that be sustainable?
No.
Why? The sun's glare will be there, and that is the time when you have the maximum radiation. So you won't feel comfortable standing here. Suppose if I put a completely slippery tiles on it, will that be sustainable? No. So sustainable means as per the project requirement, as per your need, as per your comfort level, as per the material available there, and as per the natural blending, if you put it together, that is an integral design, okay, which doesn't harm nature, which should be cost effective, which should be energy effective, and which should be pollution free. And whatever we are using the resources, the maximum optimization of resources should be there, okay. That's what sustainable is, and it's always better if we use natural materials without harming the nature, okay. Now this is again an example. Here they have used the vertical on the walls, okay. This project, this is a cavity wall, so these plants will act as a buffer zone again, and then the cavity wall is there, and then the particular building is there. This is a simple dog house which you can also apply at your place.
Hello.
So that was a shelter. Now filled in. What it can be filled in? Answers. Filled in. Something is getting filled somewhere. That's what filled in is. We will see what is it. Am I audible at the back? Okay. Here the ungraded soil is filled in some different materials to projector to produce a structure. This is a particular structure out of soil. These are the jute bags or the plastic bags. This is bamboo, and inside these earth has been filled. Okay. Now what is this technique on the top? Earth shelter. So here we are mixing two different earth techniques together. We have seen in the earth song project that how earth can be blended with other non-conventional material. Here, how two earth techniques can be blended. Now, as I said, this is inside this soil. Okay. Okay. Is this a temporary structure or a permanent nature structure? Kind of temporary. Okay. Is it a lightweight structure? Don't see this wood. Only the walls I'm talking. Walls are lightweight or very heavy? Lightweight. Where do you need lightweight construction?
Earthquake zone.
Earthquake prone areas,
yes,
where the disaster can happen. Why do I need lightweight walls in earthquake prone areas and not the heavy walls? So the casualty will be less.
Yes.
Human death will be less. Okay. So in this we have added soil into the bags. What are the four different kinds of soil? First slide. Gravel, sand, silt, and clay. Okay. Which is the lightest amongst all? Sand. So which one should we put inside that? Sand.
Yes.
As simple as to remember. Whenever you are designing something, just remember the purpose. As per that you will select the soil. Okay, so we will fill sand into it. This is another sandbag construction. This particular technique, both of them we call sandbag construction, sandbag super adobe. Architect Nader Khalili from USA has been considered the father of it. Okay, we also train students for this particular training. We have it in June. I have put up a notice in your notice board. I will be giving some copies to Rahul Bajaj. So whoever interested in the training, you can give your names to Rahul. Rahul will give you volunteer for that.
Yes, I'm sure.
So this is sandbag construction. How fast can we construct this particular house? Only the walls. 3 BHK house, 6 laborers, 6 spaces. How fast can we construct this? Huh? Huh? 1 day. 1 day? Yes, 1 day we can construct it. Few years back when I was in 3rd year, as students like you, IEPD Indore, that time we had Architect in Kuch. So that time that college has organized one competition for this disaster resistant structure. There we, 4 group of students, we have designed this particular house, sandbag, and actually it got selected, we got a national award, and then they have used this in 150 housing settlements. Okay, I'm giving these examples because you are not too young to design. Right now also you can design, you can take your own projects and you can serve the society with that. Okay. Now this is sandbag. These are our students. They construct sandbag technique. Fill the sand into the bag and construct it. Okay. Now what if I put a knife into it? Sand will come out. This question should come from your side. Ask such questions from me, okay? Ask whatever weird questions you have in mind, ask that. It will fall down, na? So we have, I said earth architecture is sustainable. I have to make it sustainable. What can I do for that thing? Huh? Plaster it. Plaster it with what? Mud or earth concrete. We can add 5% of cement into it to make it more stable, and then we can plaster this. Okay, this is a plaster. Okay, now you can do the earth plastering on it for that building. So that's how this technique is. You can make normal walls or the arches, courts and rooms out of this sandbag, super it. Okay. Shall I proceed for the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, earth ship. This also comes under the filled-in one. Earth ship. Have you heard this term before? Yes, no? No. Okay, earth ship. Ship is not there. Okay, any guesses what this material is? This is out of earth. What material can be used here? Something waste.
Excavators.
Huh?
Soil is also
Soil to submit. Okay, I will tell you. See, in this particular project, they have used all the recycled metal, the solar water heaters, the different solar techniques here to make it more sustainable. Now, what the material used in earth ship are tires, waste tires. They ram it with the soil and they coat it, earth coating on it. Okay, if you want to see existing example, in Kodaikanal we have Karuna earth ship. And near Bangalore, we have Ananda Archip near Ananda Forest in Bangalore. Okay. Now, this particular technique, we can also use plastic bottles for as a filling material for the walls. This particular technique, it's commonly used in US and UK because they get tires like as waste. In India, we don't get so much tires and waste. Okay. So it has advantage, it has disadvantage. Advantage is that we are utilizing the waste properly through the wall and we are plastering the earth. The disadvantage is after a certain period of time, these are rubber tires, so they will emit carbon. Okay. So personally, I don't, for my own projects, I don't generally use this particular technique because first reason is my projects will be in India mostly. We don't get that many waste tires, but yes, if I am going to